Hey everybody, Sarah Grillo here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to be doing a compilation video and I'm going to be answering anybody's question that has been posed to me on this channel over the last month. Now, the reason that I can't answer them individually is just that there's too many of them for me to make a separate video each time. I've had just triple digit growth in my business over the last 3 months, which is great. But at the same time, as you can see, I just had a baby over that time period too. So it's like, this is the only way that I can actually get this done. And I apologize because you're going to have to watch a lot of my footage before your question gets answered. But it's just better than not being able to answer it at all or waiting until like 3 years from now. So the first question is, where can I find analyst reports on public companies? I am an individual investor. Hold on, where did my screen go? Okay, I'm an individual investor, and unfortunately, I cannot seem to gain access anywhere. I've requested a demo at Thompson One and Bloomberg, no luck, but I would appreciate some help. Okay, so yes, that actually would have been, those would have been the places I would have um, recommended. Now, you may actually not need. Okay, so there's a few things. You can find out what the analyst community is thinking about and what they're asking. If you just listen to the quarterly earnings calls, the analysts will actually get on the calls right then and there and speak with management and ask them questions directly, so you can kind of get a sense of what they're questioning about from that. I'm not crazy about sell side research. I think that it can be very kind of groupthink, so to speak. I think that a lot of analysts copy each other. I don't see a lot of like really creative and original ideas there. Now, what you could do is you could go to Seeking Alpha. SeekingAlpha.com is a great website. I'm sure that you've heard of it before. If not, just go ahead and visit that. I'll put it maybe in the summary box below also. So the second question here on my channel, is there a job for a Filipino in the US? I've applied for years, but to no avail, and no one's even interviewed me. Maybe you can help me. There's, always job opportunities in the United States for anybody of any race, but I would say that if you are trying for years and years and not having any success, then it could boil down to, what does your resume look like? How are you pitching yourself? Do you have a quote unquote brand? Do you have a quote unquote digital brand? And all of these things are things that I discuss in Sarah's Portfolio Management Career Center. That's a playlist on my channel, so check it out. Peace of mind from 1 week ago, peace of mind's question. Is the CFA only meant for candidates that are good in number crunching and in math? I'm just a normal guy who treats numbers as numbers. There's no love or hate between me and the numbers. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I was the same way and I passed it. It's not just for people that are good in number crunching. In fact, the CFA is geared towards not making those people succeed. The people that succeed are the people who think beyond the numbers and don't just memorize formulas, but actually understand the concepts. And so it was an excellent exercise for me in, do you really understand the science of finance? So, peace of mind, keep at it, and I'm sure that you'll be successful. And this is peace of mind again. Hi, I need your help. I'm from India, age 24, trying to get a job and also want to prepare for CFA. My question is, should I go for a government job and do a certification, or a private job and do, you're saying i.e. time? I don't know. Okay, could I go for a government job, i.e. time, and do certification, or a private job, i.e. money, and do certification? In private, I'm going to get sales. Okay, yeah, like, first of all, I love a salesperson. I myself am a salesperson. Antonio is a salesperson. I'm an entrepreneur. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs. I just think that if you're going to go into any profession, the salespeople are always the best compensated, and even in portfolio management, the people that sell those services make more probably than the portfolio managers most of the time. Sorry about this. Been very sick lately. So I would recommend going to the private sector and yeah, go into sales in the private sector. That would be like my number one job recommendation, especially and do the certification. Like get the CFA, do your certification, right? Go into sales, sell an investment product. You'll have plenty of money and be very happy. And not many people do it. Like the salespeople in financial services tend to not really, a lot of them be CFA charter holders. So, people will like it. They'll like seeing your CFA charter. First of all, I really enjoy your video. This is from Hafiz Mutib Ahmad. Thanks for your question. I really enjoy your videos. They're relevant and full of knowledge. Thanks for watching. And please, can you send this channel to like 25 people if you really feel that way? That'd be great. I need guidance. I'm a sell-side financial analyst. I'm good at financial modeling, but I'm not good at writing. I can't express my opinions and in my research reports. Can you guide me in how to improve my financial writing skills? I mean, I would say just go. The only way to get better as a writer is to get better as a reader. You have to read as much financial writing as you can. Um, I myself do offer a service where I do coach people through problems like this, so we can always talk if you're interested in that as well. Um, okay, so I'm going to skip down some questions that were repeated. Furman, I wanted to consult with you on a few questions. Um, I've been in the last few months considering taking the CFA exam. In this moment, I'm a 30-year-old Spanish engineer who works in Germany and has gotten somewhat discouraged on the engineering stuff. After having spent the last 2 years in the stock market, I enjoy it and I would like to start over as an analyst. My question is, how easy is it to start working as an analyst without the CFA? Do you know companies in Europe or Asia that maybe do not have the high profile as Lehman that engage and could be a good starter? Do you think that without a powerful financial background, it is feasible to do level 1 in June 2018? All of these questions I've actually answered before, so check out my CFA exam support playlist. Also check out my Sarah's Portfolio Management Career Center playlist, also on this channel. I mean, the long and short of it is if you're committed, you can do anything, but I do think that you should. I mean, what you're doing here is like a rebranding from engineer to analyst. If you're 30 years old, you may want to think about that is going to be a little bit difficult because you're at this point a little bit higher up on the pay grade. So you have to take a few steps back if you were to start at entry level, because since you have no experience, essentially you're asking them to like train you. You know what I'm saying? Um, think about if this is like really what you want to do, because not saying you can't do it, it's just going to take a lot of commitment. You may have to sacrifice other things. Apart from the CFA, this is Furman's second question. Apart from the CFA, I have to say I really enjoy your energy. Thank you. But if you had someone close who is sad and pessimistic about everything in life, looks like everyone has it better than she and probably is the contrary, how do you deal with that person without becoming pessimistic as well? You cannot push it out of your life and therapy doesn't work. It just looks to me as an impossible mission. Yeah. I mean, the one I understand. I mean, I can say that I think everybody has somebody like this in their life, like that person that like it's so easy to push away from you the people who are negative that you don't really care about, right? Or that you can live without. But if it's someone that's in that like inner circle, like one of the 5 people in life that you really care about and that you're close to and that you always want to be close to and you always have been close to, I think it's very hard. Like it's not that cut and dry. What you could say is you could say that, hey, look, I want to be close, but I don't know if we can be so close because at times you can just be a real drain, and and try to help the person, try to get at what the core of it is and what their feelings are, because until you really understand their feelings, then you're not going to really be able to change them or change anything for them. Um, but I also hate to say it, but you might have to take like, not like, if you can't cut them out, because I understand you can't cut out like someone if it's like your mother or something. You can't cut your mother out, but you may have to take like breaks or vacations. when it gets to be too much. And just know though that at the end of the day, like, you have to take care of yourself first before anybody else. So it's not your job in life to fix this person or change this person or be responsible for this person, because the only person that's responsible, they're not a child anymore. Like, the only person that's responsible for them is them. And the more that you sometimes can try to alter that, the more it can cause tension and friction and sometimes make it worse. Like, they have to come to this wanting and needing to be better. They have to come to that like themselves. How did I learn my sales and communication skills? Question number 3 from Furman. Well, I mean, I've always been a prolific and creative person. Even when I was a child, I was very verbal. Um, I have to say, I kind of put my sales and communication skills on the back burner when I was an analyst, but even then, the green shoots really kind of shone through. Now, um, I would say that I've developed my sales and communication skills by being in direct client facing capacities. So, like, for example, one thing I did that was great was, well, it wasn't really that great, but at one point in my life, I was a professional cold caller in my sales career. Now, so when you call somebody up on the phone cold and you try to get their attention and you have 20 seconds, not that easy to do. In fact, that was how I started my business way back like 2 years ago when I started up my marketing business. Not that great to cold call, not that fun. But I will say that as a result of all the cold calling that I did, I now have the ability to communicate very quickly, communicate impromptu. It's kind of like being a stand up comedian. Like, there's nothing like having that reflex developed so that you can just respond so easily to something. And it makes me very effective with clients. Clients really like that when we're having a discussion, I can go with them wherever they go and we can take things in a different direction and I'll still have ideas. I'll still be contributing. I won't be like, oh no, wait, I need to think about it. Let's talk next week. Give me I need 2 hours to mull this over and write up a project. Like, it's not like that. I can just get right into it right then and there. So what I'm saying is maybe try your hand at this kind of a pressure situation. Like, pressure can be very good because it can actually solidify your communication skills if you view it as a learning experience. Because I was always thinking like, oh, why did that person hang up? Why did that call fail? Like, I was analyzing everything to see like, how could I have made that better? And when you do that, you know, it can really it can really result in some pretty solid skills. Lingering questions 5. I'm only 24, so I only have so much experience, but some bosses, especially when you only work for one person, aren't always so trustworthy. You leave, they feel betrayed, even if they can't give you the money and hours you want. Oh, that was a comment on my video. One thing, I think it's one thing you have to do, and what is this here? I don't even know what my video is. One thing you have to do if you quit a job. Um, Oh, so they're saying like sometimes when you leave a job, a boss can feel betrayed by you leaving. I mean, yeah, I agree with that, but if they're going to take it that way, then they're not really that professional and they're kind of taking things seriously, which is why, I mean, this sounds like a small business owner. I'm just saying like a lot of small business owners act this way, like people that work at like Pfizer are probably a little bit less likely to take things so personally. But there's a reason small businesses are small. And a lot of times it's because, from what I've seen in small businesses, I've seen a lot of small businesses be really disorganized and focus on the wrong thing and waste so much time. Big businesses waste a lot of time too and do other things that are really not good, but just saying. Um, how much can the person holding the chartered accountant plus CFA degree earn? I mean, I'm not going to answer that. I've already answered. Sorry, Rajan Devier. I'm not going to answer that because I've already answered this before. There was a video I made about like, can I drive a Porsche if I get the CFA or something like that? A lot of people like that video, so check that out. Earnings obviously vary from country to country and it also varies depending on what job and what your responsibilities are. Um, okay, and so I think that's going to do it for now. So thanks everybody, and I hope you liked the compilation video. I'm really sorry about this. Like I said, it's just been, a very busy time, but I'd really love to stay in touch, and I love the questions. Just keep them coming. And by the way, if you could like maybe forward this video to other people, it would really be great. Forward my channel to them. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye.